Alright guys, up next is Jackal for the NES. It came out in 1988 and was developed and published by Konami. It is a run and gun type of game and there are no difficulty settings, but the game does loop, which means the difficulty is going to ramp up just a little bit. The enemies are going to be a little more aggressive and they're going to add a few more tanks here and there. There are 6 stages and my challenge is going to be a deathless run, so let's see how that goes. Alright guys, and welcome back to another run here. And you'll notice that it's the ending of Jackal. Yes, I will be playing Jackal in a loop. This is actually probably the 8th loop, number 8. I'm having issues with the end boss. He keeps landing a direct fire hit right on me, and I'm just the unluckiest piece of shit ever because I reached the end boss pretty easily, even in the loop. The loop is a little different. They placed a few more enemies in specific areas, and the enemy can be a little more aggressive. I don't necessarily call it hard mode because it's not even that hard. But you do have to watch out for the added enemies. It's funny though because there's always a limit into what the game can actually do. So the added enemies can sometimes remove other enemies, so that's why I'm calling it just a, mode B type of thing, type B. And yes, they are a little more aggressive. The soldiers have a higher tendency of firing off around. And you'll notice here there's a tank on the bridge. I just destroyed that tank there. Usually he's not there. As for other enemies, I'm not even sure what was added. It's pretty much the same, so it's not necessarily hard mode, but type B. I know I said that before, but I like repeating myself. It adds for content. So here we go. Loop number 7. Yeah, sure, I died a few times, throughout the game while trying different stuff, but I'd say 6 out of my 8 deaths were caused because of the end boss. And it's a shame because the end boss is not even that hard as well. It's just he's a little random for how he fires off his flame shot. Whoops! And yes, my points looped. After you reach 1,000,000 points, it loops. So in reality, that's 1,252,000 points. And it's a shame I wasn't able to finish the run during the score loop. Would have been a pretty nice addition to any Jackal upload. But anyways, let's see if I can actually simply finish the game. Of course I can finish the game very easily, but you just gotta be a little lucky for the end boss. Unfortunately, I hate depending on luck for anything. But while you fight this guy, he can just basically fire off a shot right in your fucking face. And it's so fast that there's absolutely nothing that you can do. And yeah, let's talk about the stages a bit here. This stage is not that difficult. You do have a few falling pillars. It's funny how you can bust up planes while throwing or firing off grenades. These right now are missiles. But yes, you can destroy planes while firing off a grenade. Whoops. This boss you can lose control super quick. Just make sure to bust up the first head as soon as possible, and then move on to the next and take care of a few missiles. But if all 4 are alive, wow, it gets pretty hectic. There's also something else I should point out, guys, is whenever you kill off an enemy, they can sometimes still fire off around even though they're dying or completely dead. So always be on your toes while playing the game. Always assume that they will fire off around. This might be my last attempt of the day because my thumb is just wearing out real bad. So you got a tricky part here. Okay, so that tank can sometimes, you know, face plant you as you go. I know there's another tank here, just gotta watch out. See what I mean? Wow, I knew that tank was there, man. You gotta watch out. Face planting the shit is not fun at all. I know there's a star here as well, but all stars disappear in loops, so maybe that's, you know, an additional handicap towards the game. And here it can get a little messy because your explosions match the colors of the enemy bullets, so confusion can sometimes happen. And I'm playing like total shit right now. Wow, that was a little bad of a fight. So, let's see how that goes. Time for the swamp. This is an easier stage. The boss is somewhat easy. Just gotta watch out for the underwater turrets. They fire off heat-seeking missiles, so that's why I want to, you know, eliminate them as soon as possible. Also, there's something I should point out. Never go too much to the right. You'll have some turrets that also fire off some heat-seeking missiles, and you don't want that up your ass. Whoa, that was close. I usually never do that, but I kind of forgot. One little moment and, you know, it can cost you your run. So don't be too cocky with this boss. You can easily fire off at least 6 rounds. But I just want to play safe a little bit. And now off to the relatively harder stage, but you know, if you play it safe just a little bit, you can you know, manage to pull it through. So I played like crap, so now I'm wasting a bit of time. This stage is also very bad for the corners. Very bad for the corners, gotta watch out because you can get stuck very easily. And I know there's a corner here that's pretty bad. Alright. Wasted a lot of time there, but at least I'm alive, you know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily need to kill all turrets. As long as the energy capsules from the opening garage doors are busted, bastard. So hopefully, you know, this run is going to be the run that gives me back my manhood with that Barbie game that I cleared there. You know, I had to do it. Every game deserves at least a little bit of attention, you know. But anyways, let's get back to the facts here. So I kind of got stuck. I usually get past this place pretty quick. Almost screwed up. You really gotta know your layout. Or else you're dead. So I'm gonna clear this guy as well. Oops, gonna back up. Way too much shit. And I will be clearing up a few guys here for the end boss. So let's go. Oh, there's a helicopter you gotta take care of as well. Manage those tanks because they will swarm you very quickly. And now the end boss, let's hope he will not fire off a shot right in my fucking face. Alright, I did it. I cleared Jackal without dying in a loop, which is pretty good because this is actually like my 8th or 9th loop. I looked at my score so much that I've been trying this end boss. This is the boss that ruins my run every time. You know, I can reach this boss without any issue, even in a very speedy run. But man, while you fight this guy, he can suddenly stop right in front of you and blast you with a freaking flame wave. And there's nothing you can do because he's super random. So there you go, guys. Jackal complete on the NES. Something like my 9th loop. Getting back my manhood here, my manhood from playing Barbie. Oh yeah! Ah, fuck. But yes, very enjoyable game, multiplayer. This could be a very interesting challenge, you know, if you played it as a 2-player game. It loops on forever. Unfortunately, the score stops at 1,000,000 points. It resets to 0. You know, so there you go. Ah, my thumb though. Oh shit! Ah. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed. Oh, fuck. See ya, guys.